said, women are different. And I said, how so? And I got a paper and pen out because I'm a student. And he said, they are different. Their voices are high. They're hard to listen to. They talk more. True. They use so many words. True. He says, and the men are all kind of the same. They wear the same kind of clothes, you know, dark gray or dark blue. He said, women wear all kind of things, all kind of colors. He says, and they've got distractions. He did this down his chest. Women restroom behavior is totally different. I could do a whole speech on that. Women actually touch each other in the restroom. We fix each other. We have permission. You tuck tags, you know. It's this amazingly intimate place. Men just, avoid, other side of the world, avoid a direct eye contact. Bathroom behavior, it's a whole speech, but so I can admire her pin, and she will say thank you, and she will proceed to tell me the story behind the pin, because there is one. Women have stories for every piece of clothing and jewelry on our bodies. We have stories for our haircuts, and some of us have stories for our hair colors through the years, the months and the weeks. And I will find something in that story about the pin that I can relate to, and I will tell her a story back. And we will bond through stories. Men have very little patience for stories. And I went, oh, I did this. I went, now, women mostly do this. This is a terrible sound. Men hate this most of all. This is a sneaky, non-assertive, passive-aggressive signal that translates to your listener as, you stupid idiot. It does. So I want you to cut that sound out of your vocabulary right now. I'm serious. This will improve your communications 100%. All right, so the women are now going to lunch, and they're talking, but nobody says anything about lunch. They drift to natural clusters around cars. They actually are standing in the parking lot. And someone says, where are we going? And everyone else says, I don't know, I don't care, because we don't know and we don't care. Lunch has begun. We'll get there. It'll all work out. Now, no one wants to drive a group of women who do not know nor care where they're going, because the driver has to focus and she can't have as much fun as everyone else. Nobody wants to do this. Finally, somebody says, all right, I'll drive. She's not happy because, first of all, she has to clean out her car. She has no space for anyone except herself. She has books, food, water, things, stuff. Women nest in their cars. We could live there. If it had a toilet, we could live there. But we have to clear it all out. We were grousing, and we're putting it in the trunk. People are having a wonderful time. The driver, when they get all settled, says, all right, ladies, where are we going? No, but yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Someone takes pity and says, just go. With the hand. With the hand. This is universal. I found out in other countries they do this too. Just go. But it's not enough for her. She's lonely. She's pulling out of the parking lot. She says, which way shall I turn? She wants some help, some participation. Someone says, go right. Why? Because it's the easiest way for her to turn. Just shut her up, go, we'll find a place. Someone might say, a woman might say, go left. And if there were a man in the car, heaven forbid, you don't want a man in the car. When a group of women are going to lunch like this, he's not happy at all. Honey, I think we're lost. Do you remember what he did? He didn't just turn, he whirled on you, didn't he? And what did he say? No, we're not. We're not lost. I know where we are. He will even point to non-existent landmarks and say it should be there. It's on the map. And if you are very smart, ladies, you would shut up at that point. Completely, because my unofficial research shows the longer you harangue him, the longer he will drive around. Because what he has just heard in mommy tone is, you stupid child, you're out of control. And so he answers you in daddy tone, no, you stupid child, I'm in control, I know. So you can laugh about this stuff or fight about it, can't you? It's just up to you. So he is driving my car and it starts to drizzle. And I am very highly auditory. And I am noticing that the intermittent wipers are still on. Well, he's not noticing this at all. He's a happy guy. And the wipers are going, and so I reached over. Oh, I know. I didn't know at the time. I reached over in my car and turned the wipers off, and it was just like that. Oh, there was this very strange silence in the car, and he said in a very soft tone, he said, what did you just do? Oh, I got all defensive. I said, I turned the wipers off, honey, in a tone. It's not raining anymore, honey. He said, who is driving this car? I said, you are, honey. I'm helping. He said, I am in charge of a 2,500-pound, potentially dangerous weapon. Therefore, I need to be in charge of all the buttons and mechanisms in the car. Except the radio, you can have the radio. And then he said this sentence that was supposed to make it all the same. He said, would you like it if you were driving and I reached over and turned off the wipers? Now, some of you women pride yourselves in your driving and you don't need any help and don't want any help, but I want help. And I told him the truth, which was, I would love it. He went, right. Men don't go shopping. They go buying. They go, they buy, they come home. They call it shopping, it's not. Married couple friends, long time ago, my first shopping story, and it's still good today. 1982, she says, oh honey, please take me shopping. I'm only gonna buy one pair of shoes, and I know where they are. Whoa, he's in hope. He is. He thinks, oh, he is so in heaven. It's all focused out, and he targets an hour and a half of energy. Even if they have trouble finding a place to park, hour and a half tops, he'll be home by 4 o'clock. He's ready. Now, the backstory was he needed the points. They were arguing the marriage was on the rocks. He could get points. He was so happy. He took her to the mall. He's calling her honey. He's singing on the way. He's happy. They find a parking place right away. Whoa, he's ahead of schedule in his mind. He's so happy. They get into the store. He sees the shoe department over that way. She starts wandering this way. Slowly, he goes, honey, honey, the shoes are over there. She says, I know. Listen to the tone. I know. I just have to look. Many things make him crazy. One, he thought she was going to go to the shoes. She said shoes. Men say shoes, they go to the shoes. Women work the store. The other reason is that they're getting farther and farther away from the shoes, and the energy's draining out. That's why they have little chairs outside the dressing rooms for men whose women have lied to them about how long this will take. one of my dearest friends waited to have children. And she had this little 3-year-old son that she was raising to be a fully evolved human who loved shopping with mom. And he did, till he was 3. And he was 3. And one day they got into the mall and he just stopped dead right at the beginning of the mall. He stomped his little cowboy boot on the floor of the mall and he said, "Mom, do you know where we're going? Or are we just gonna wander around?" And she recognized the gesture from my speech. And she screamed, "Ah, you're a little man. Where have I gone wrong?" She ran to the phone in the mall. This was before cell phones. She called me and screamed, "It's genetic!" This is a formal purse. How you know it's formal is it is rigid, like its owner. It does not change shape. It doesn't have a mushy bottom. It also is a horizontal format. Horizontal format means that things are placed in one level and one level only. It doesn't have a lot of depth for things to get under other things. There are compartments, and it's not a black interior, which scares me. Purses with black interiors scare me. And you can tell everything's in its place and a place for everything. At a glance, I can tell that because it's horizontal. If it's not there, it must be stolen. That's how formal I am. My married couple friends, here's the solution to the romantic vacation. Married couple friends, married 30 years, now they go separately to the airport and meet at the gate. Yes, finally they have discovered the secret to happiness on a trip. Because they used to spend the first 2 days of their romantic, you know this already, I know, your romantic, expensive vacation, arguing about we almost missed the plane versus we made the plane. Now, do you see that both statements are true? So don't kill them. Go separately to the airport. Yes, he's missed the flight a couple times. It's okay, she's already in the bubble bath. She has started without him. And she doesn't blame him, and he doesn't get killed and yelled at, and it's just all lovely.